Hello, I'm Pierre.
And I'm Renee.
And welcome to our channel, Renee and Pierre Hikes. And we are going to be showing you what a couple can do working together as a team to lighten your pack load. We'll be hiking the PCT starting in June of 2022. And we're going to go through what we're going to be carrying. And then at the end of the video, we'll tell you our base weight for what we have.
All right, so I'll go ahead and start. This is not part of the pack, but something I'm carrying. This is new for me this year. It's a through pack fanny pack and a couple extra accessories in here that I'm carrying that usually need to be easily accessible. So I've got my power cord here, and this may or may not change over time. I've got my sunglasses. In my sunglass pouch, I've got some lip balm that is also sunblock, and I've got sunblock. I have also got my headphones, which double as snore reducing sound headphones. So they can be used for both. And I may or may not add a little bit to that, but for sure I will be adding snacks throughout the day. So bars that we might eat while we're walking during the day, or the snacks throughout the day. I am using the Z-Packs Arc Haul. This is a pack I've been using for quite some time. I did go ahead this time and order some accessory pouches just to give some extra space because it is quite a small pack, and we've learned over time with the big food carries that it's really hard to fit everything in. So I'm going to start with the front pack. Pouch. I've got my coffee cup. I've got a Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch foam sleeping pad, and so I hope to have multiple uses of this. Number one is a sleeping pad under my sleeping pad just to give some extra warmth, some slip resistance, and I will use this as my sit pad, potentially use it as a little yoga mat at the end of the day when I want to do some stretching, or midday when I want to do some stretching. I've got my rain gear here. Got Outdoor Research rain jacket and REI rain pants. Hopefully won't need to use those too much. I like to have them available in the front of the pouch, especially in the mountains when you never know that when rain's gonna hit. I've got a pee rag, really nice, attaches right to the backpack, easily accessible. You can actually attach it anywhere. Side pouch over here, I've got a water bottle. We decided to go with these knock water bottles. Found a really cool way to be able to attach or screw on the Sawyer water filter right to the bottle, so you could even just hang it and let it fill by gravity, or you can of course squeeze and filter it that way, but they really nicely compressed down into basically nothing if you're not using them. I did get a pouch on front of my pack here that I will be putting my water bottle here as we walk, so it's easily accessible. That was an addition. This is a top side pouch that I added this year, and I've got bug repellent lotion, and this is a pack that has all of our repair gear, our Band-Aids, I guess first aid kit gear, some repair tools. This is, I would say these are the repair items, and of course the ACE bandage. Got some steri strips. And this is a wound seal, like a wound glue. We've got our foot goo. This is really helpful in preventing blisters when you start to feel a hot spot. and some ibuprofen and some triple antibiotic lotion and Band-Aids. More Band-Aids. And of course, super gel glue. So this is just glue, extra glue. And this is all in a Z-Packs kind of ditty pouch. And that should be, although it's old, should be still at least water resistant. And then I've got our Toothbrush and Toothpaste Kit. We've got some bamboo toothbrushes, new this year, and our toothpaste tablets. We like to chew 2 tablets and then brush our teeth, and then we have some little thing of dental floss. A couple uses. You could floss your teeth if you needed to, or you could use it as, you know, a thread for a needle if you needed to repair something. So that's the top pouch. In my bottom pouch here, not sure I'm gonna actually put it there, but this is my high-end luxury item for sure. It is actually a milk frother. I use that because it helps when I'm stirring up my coffee in the morning. I use a powdered oat milk, and it doesn't stir in very well unless you have something that actually froths it like that. So I'm going to be trialing that. I've tried it in the past and it bent all out of shape because there was not a protective covering like this. So I found this and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Luxury item. And in this side pouch, I also have the tent stakes. And I'll pull out the tent in just a little bit and tell you what tent we're using, because I am carrying the tent, I believe. So I think that's everything on the outside. I do have a pouch here also on the front that I put my phone in. It's got my little whistle as well. Never had to use it. Hopefully never have to use it. It's a roll top, it's really nice. I did buy some new pack liners, specifically for pack liners, but these are trash compactor bags we used in the past, and they work really well just to keep those things you want to keep dry in your backpack, even though the Z-Pack, this pack is waterproof. Just get that extra layer of protection. We've got our food bags, which obviously aren't full right now, but they will be. This is our tent, what do you call it?
Ground sheet.
Ground sheet, yes, so we put this under the tent. And then I've got the Thermarest Neil Air X-Lite women's, X-Lite women's version, so it's just the length we need, and really nice and comfortable. Keeps those shoulders and those hips from getting too terribly sore. And our tent is the Big Agnes, and I'm not sure which Big Agnes it is. The Copper Spur HVUL2. Goes with the tent. It is a freestanding tent, which I prefer over the trekking pole tents. It does make it a little bit heavier, but there's tons of headspace, 2 vestibules, and lots of little pockets inside that we can put things in. We call it the attic. And then I use a Hyperlike Mountain Gear pod, and this really fits nicely into any backpack. And in that, I store my puppy coat, which is Arc'teryx version puppy coat, love it. I have a long buff, and this is used as a pillowcase on my Sea to Summit Arrows pillow. I've got a headlamp, it's the Night Core headlamp, rechargeable batteries. Got my beanie hat. Got my Patagonia Capilene base layer. Like it because it has a hood. great for sleeping at night, so that's my sleep gear. I've got a short sleeve shirt that I can either sleep in or use to hike in on really hot days. I've got sleep leggings. I've got a really cool, nice heat thermal layer inside, but they're super light. And I've got my Adventure Girl hiking skirt that I plan to use on for in town. It's super light, but I can also use it for hiking on warm days with my short sleeve shirt. I've got a pair of night socks that are kind of extra thick, smart wool. And I've got 2 other pairs of hiking socks, just regular darn tough socks. They work really well, nice and durable. Got an extra bra. This is Organic Basics sports bra, and these are so wonderful because they never stink. They never get stinky. Got a couple pairs of Exofficio underwear. Actually, 1 pair of Exofficio underwear. The other one I will be wearing, and we'll swap them out to wash them. This is my Sea to Summit Arrows pillow that blows up. I have some gloves. These are Trailhead is the brand of the glove. Keep my electronics pack, which I probably will put my charger cord in here as well, but I've got an Anchor 10,000 milliamp battery. I got an extra set of batteries for my Frother, and I will be putting my watch charger in there as well once I'm not using it here anymore. And then I've got a charger what do you call that thing?
Dual port
quick charge thing. And then I have my little ditty bag for all my toiletries. I've got some wilderness wipes, some ointment that I can use on my lips or in a dry area, my legs or whatever. I refill that with lotion or whatever when I get in town. I've got some lip balm and little tiny mini brush, some elastic bandages or elastic hair ties, and a little tiny native deodorant. That's what I carry in my ditty bag in my eye. And other than that, I just have my hip pouches that I put gum in, garbage throughout the day, and then can empty those out anytime. And I think that's all that I'm carrying.
Okay, so here is my pack. What I'm carrying on this outside, we have.
What kind of pack is it?
It's a Hyperlight pack. We have our Garmin Mini, and then this is where I'll be carrying my cell phone, and I also have a water barrel bottle carriers here. In my hip pouches here, I have my Anchor battery, 10,000 milliamp, and then the cords to plug in my phone to recharge my our Garmin. Over on this side over here, I have some lip balm and some sunscreen wipe and the double port quick charging adapter, so when we're in town we can charge our batteries and our devices quicker. On the outside, on the other sides over here, we have our water filtration system. We both have 2 Sawyers, and as we suggested, we have the knock bags. And what we've discovered with the knock little water bottles is when you connect the Sawyer to your filled water knock bag, which by far that we're taking 2-3 liter ones, when you connect them to here, and when you have the other water bottle filled up there, you just hold it up and it just fills up, and it's just as easy as breezy as possible. It's really quite the game changer. So we have total of 6 liters of water capacity, plus our 2 liters of our water bottles. So the total will have 12 liters of water with us. I have my sit pad on top. I've just got an old Thermarest egg cart one, and I cut it up and use this as my sit pad, and then I put out in front of the tent. When I get out of the tent, I have something, it's like my doormat on the entrance, so it's my side of the tent, so I can put my feet on. In my front pouch, this is our windscreen. This is an old piece of windscreen that we've used for many, many hikes, and lots of sentimental value here, and this will be going with us as well. My coffee mug and / breakfast mug, a cork bottle from Rology, which we use, cork bottle from Rology, which we use at the end of the day to roll out our feet when they get tired. Here is our rope and our rock bag for when we hang our food, when we hang our food for bear hangs. And I just find always a couple rocks, put it in here, throw it up over a tree, and it works just fine. Over here we have our poop kit. We've got our little toilet papers, we've got AD lotion for chafing, and then we have our spade. And here's one of those water bottles, as it claps down, and when you connect it to the other part of the knock bag, they just fill all up magically. The air, there's no air in here, so the water just transfers from the dirty bag to this completely, and it is really quite an amazing system. Inside the pack, so Renee carries the tent, so what do I carry inside the pack? I carry the cook system. We have our 2 Sea Summit spoons. I have a Tokes cup for my coffee. What do I use that for? Coffee in the morning?
I use it for my...
You use it for your coffee?
And yeah.
And then I eat out of the pot. So I just got some Velcro straps. We made it a little cozy to put our pot set in here. We have our titanium pot set that we cook our food in. We've got powdered soap instead of liquid soap. Got a little bit of sponge in here. Then we have, what are these called again?
They are called
Swedish
dishcloths.
Swedish dishcloths, and they're ultra absorbent, and they just wring out the water really quickly. And we use this for washing our pot, and then we'll have one of these for washing ourselves.
Super light.
Super light. This is for our fuel can to hold it up, and then we have our little pocket rocket MSR stove, which is just an amazing little piece of kit. Have a little miniature pocket knife, and it also has a toothpick and tweezers on it, which I think are the most important part. Then we have a lighter, and then of course our pot, our titanium pot, our Tokes titanium pot that we can use, which I eat my food out of, and then Renee eats the food out of the other cup, and that's how we share that. So we share our kitchen space. Then for my clothes, this is the clothes that I'm not wearing. This will be my same headlamp as Renee, a Nightcore headlamp, rechargeable. Those are new to our system. They work really well. I have in here my rain jacket, and inside my rain jacket pocket, what is this brand of? Mountain Hardwear, I think.
Yeah, Mountain Hardwear.
And inside here I have my rain skirt. I don't wear rain pants, and this is just basically a piece of nylon or silicone nylon, and it is the simplest thing ever. It's basically pulls out, I wrap it around my legs. I look incredibly foolish, but it works just fine for me. And then if we're sitting down and it's raining, we can pull it out and cover our legs with it to give us some protection. And it just has a piece of Velcro on this end and a piece of Velcro on this end, and you just wrap it around your waist, snug together, and it keeps the rain off your legs as you're hiking down the trail. I have the Ghost Whisper puffy jacket, and inside one of the pockets will probably be a little hat if I can find it. Nope, it must be over here. Got some gloves. These are just some smart wool gloves. This is basically all I need at the end of the day. I've got a couple pair, I've got my night socks, another pair of hiking socks. I have, this is my hat that I'll wear at night when this will be my night t-shirt. a couple pairs of underwear, and I have a bug net, and Renee's gonna get her bug net as soon as we find it. It's someplace in the house. Now, so for a sleeping bag, this is what we sort of think is neat as a couple. We'll show you a picture of it all together with our two sleeping bags. We don't have one sleeping bag each. We have one sleeping quilt for the two of us. So this is quite large thing, but overall weight, it is less than 2 quilts. And then we have the body heat of both of us. It's pretty big, and we have it out. Here is the back side of it here.
That is an enlightened equipment.
Yeah, it's enlightened equipment.
It's a 10 degree.
20 degrees.
20 degree.
20 degree bag. And with the two of us sharing it together, with our thermos rests strapped together, it is wonderful.
Nice and cool.
We also have sleeping bag liners. So we use these inside that, so when our bodies are all dirty, we can easily wash this. Here's Renee, she can wash hers instead of our sleeping bag getting all manky. And then I also have a luxury item, is my pillow as well. I went a number of years without having a pillow, and then once I discovered a pillow, I'm just not going back. It is important to get a good night's sleep, and this is the key to a good night's sleep, is having a good pillow. Everything is in a trash compactor bag, and then at the bottom is, I also use, so I'm only 5'8", a woman's thermarest. It's a little bit narrow, but I fit on it just fine. And the nice thing about the women's thermarest, it actually has a higher R value, so you get better insulation value for those cold nights. So we will show you momentarily how this hooks together and how the thermos rests hook together with the quilt. But that's it for about now. So this is our sleep system. So we have a 2-person quilt, we have our 2 thermos rests, and then we have our sleeping bag liners. This is the way the quilt will lay out, and it has the straps on the side that, if you've seen the light equipment quilts before, they clip on right here to make it double down. We used it last summer, and we never ever had to, we were never in a cold enough situation where we had to do it all snug. It also has this little neck part here where it goes in between us and where we can clip up around our necks like that to make it nice and tight. But we have yet to have a cold enough experience. So we'll take the quilt away, and then would be our liners, which we stay in. There's our pillows, and here's how these snug together. So Enlightened equipment will give you a double band like this. We just leave them on our thermos rests, and they hold the thermos rest nice together like that, and we sleep pretty comfortably. If I only didn't snore, my wife would be 100% happy with this system. So let's talk about what we're going to be wearing on the trail. First of all, for my feet, I will be wearing the Lone Peak High Top All Weathers. The reason I wear these is I find if I wear just the short Lone Peaks, I always have Achilles tendons issues back here, and then for whatever reason, these tend to do my feet just fine. And I purchased 3 pairs, and we'll be using these down the trail, and we'll send the other 2 pair when we'll need them. Next I have is Exofficio pants, convertible pants, and these work great for me. Underneath the pants, I'm going to be wearing some Exofficio underwear. I'll be wearing gaiters occasionally, some Darn Tough socks, and this sun hoodie, Vroomy, out of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. It's a merrill wool blend. It's really quite comfortable, and it is made in the United States, so that's pretty exciting. And on my head, I'll be wearing this sun hat just to give me that little bit of protection. What will you be wearing?
All right, so I'm gonna be wearing REI hiking pants. They're also convertible pants. We both like the fact that, you know, you can just zip off when it gets too warm during the day and you got shorts, and you can zip on in the evening when you're at camp and it's a little bit chilly yet. You don't have to change into anything, so we both like the convertibles. I'll be wearing Exofficio underwear and Organic Basics bra, or sports bra. I've got Darn Tough socks. I have the Vorme sun shirt as well. Nice and light, wicking. That is if I'm not wearing my Adventure Girl skirt and short sleeve shirt, depending on the weather. I always use a buff, just a small buff around my hair to keep my bangs out of my face, keep my hair out of my face. When I'm not wearing that and it's super sunny and exposed, I'll wear an outdoor research kind of baseball cap or running cap. And I've got my Dirty Girl gaiters for when it's dusty and sandy and rocky. Keep that stuff out of your shoes. And then for shoes, my go-to is this Topo Adventure 2. And I've got nice durable Vibram soles and they're nice and cushy. I do not need the midi height. In fact, have the opposite problem. I end up having Achilles issue when I do wear the higher top ones. So these are my go-to shoe.
What's your base weight?
My base weight is around 12 pounds.
And my base weight is around 13 pounds, or sorry, 14 pounds. So our average base weight between the two of us is 13 pounds. That's the benefits of hiking with a partner. You sort of get to share some supplies and you can have a really low base weight.
And base weight is everything that's non-consumable, so everything but food and water.
Okay, thank you very much.